Okay, well, today we've got the MX Brio from Logitech. So this is a very full-featured webcam. It's solidly built, and yeah, kind of unusual looking. It's got these these dual beam-forming microphones there at the front, a status light there to tell you when it's recording, when it's on, physical privacy shutter for people who are want to know that they can just flick it off when they're not using it. So that's all pretty cool. Yeah, nice wide angle lens there, and you can obviously change a whole raft of settings, which we'll talk about later on in the video, using one of Logitech's accompanying apps. But really, perhaps the strongest feature of this camera is the mount that it comes with. So if I can just show you there, it's all folded up at the moment, but if we unfold that, it's very versatile, and it'll basically accommodate any thickness of screen, from very thick out there to skinny laptop screens, not a problem. And it actually has a sticky backing. You can peel that off and stick it to the back of your screen, so it will not go anywhere. And when it's on there, even when it's on there, you can tilt it around and move it whichever way you want. So it's super versatile, so versatile in fact you can actually just take it off the mount just like that, because it's just magnets in there. So that's pretty cool too. Obviously you still got to have it plugged in at the back, but yeah, other than that, there's not a lot that you can't do with this camera. So what I suggest we do with this camera, because there's no point just talking about it, we may as well look and listen to it. Let's go inside the MX Brio from Logitech. Here we go. Okay, so here we are inside the MX Brio, and I've got it pretty much set to auto mode. So in terms of focus and contrast and temperature, light temperature and all that sort of stuff, color temperature. So as you can see, it's zooming in and out a little bit as I move. That's because it also has a mode called Right Sight, which you can use, which will move things around as you move around to a degree. So if you're closer or further away, you'll see that we can zoom in and out and move things around. So it's sort of an auto framing thing, that Right Sight. There's also another automatic mode which I really like, called Show Mode. And so if you're doing a video where you're demonstrating something in front of you, so maybe you're cooking or putting something together, obviously you don't want to have to move it around upside down for the camera to see it, which is what would happen if you just tilted the camera down. But here, instead, what we can do, if I just quickly demonstrate, if we just tilt that, you'll see it automatically flips over, and not doing a very good job of being a camera operator, but yeah, so and then you can just carry on doing what you're doing to this without worrying about what the camera is looking at, and you get that flipped shot as soon as you tilt the camera. And then if we put that down and tilt the camera back, not too far, there we go. You'll see it just flips back again. So that's quite a cool feature as well. But one of the things I really like about this camera is the mount. So I'm using another camera to show you here how it clips onto the screen. I was showing you that before. I haven't actually had to use that sticky backing to stick it to the screen. It pushes on there pretty firmly as it is. That's pretty cool, and you can tilt it and move it around in all directions. It makes it a very versatile camera indeed. And how am I looking? Just one last thing, how am I sounding? Because you're also listening to me through that dual beam forming mic array that's built into the camera as well. So you be the judge of that. Do I look good? Do I sound good? You know what I mean. I'm not asking, do I look good and do I sound good? I mean, is the sound quality and the picture quality good? I think it works very well, and this may just be my new webcam.